it's just like a rebirth, and every night, because every night is different. Theater is never the same. That's what is fascinating. I think the only thing that can change people is art and culture. The process of transformation is cultural, all the time. It's political, but overall, it's cultural. For me, I think of politics in a cultural way. Culture is very important, and culture is freedom. You must be free to think and to express what you think. If you are not free, you're sad, and there is no movement. Freedom is something that you must fight really a lot. And I think that theater, it means freedom, because it opens your mind, your heart, your energies, and the possibility of understanding, just like in our production, when the two characters, they are always in a very difficult, yes, but at the end, they understand each other, and they see that it's possible to be different and be happy. Always, when there is situations like that, theater is quite important to make people reflect about and react. Theater is something that's like a mirror of the society. Theater is a passion, yes. When I was at the Minister of Culture, of course, my life was divided between doing theater and at the same time working for theater and for arts and for culture. I was very happy to be in Lula's government, in Dilma's government, and working for culture. It was a very good opportunity to come here as a president of a National Foundation for Arts and 150 years of Chekhov. Then I said, I must go back to the stage. And then I chose this play to come back. And for 5 years we've been doing it, interrupting in São Paulo and all over Brazil. A very good reception. And now we are here in Moscow. And I saw yesterday the audience was very much touched. When we chose to make Mr. Green, for the first place, it's not a big production. 2 persons. It doesn't cost not so much. It at the same time is very good dramaturgy. When he wrote this play in the final 80s, it had not that. It's not so stronger today than it was in that time, because we could think that it was something in the past. No, it's the opposite. We are having it in the present and very strong. So I think that's why it's being produced all over the world. Almost 60 countries have been producing this play. For me, arts and politics are quite close, because I think that theater, the actor has, just like Brecht says, has a particularly social functions, and we make people, we can enjoy people, but we can make people reflect. And so theater has always been, for me, a very important way to reflect about politics and to make people reflect about the moment. And all over my life, in theater, in our plays, in our productions, in different moments of Brazilian history, very difficult moments, people trusted us and said, well, if they are there, if they are showing this, making us reflect about this, and that makes us stronger to react, to resist, and to create new ways to get out of this very difficult moment. And that's why for me too, art and politics go quite together. I couldn't be for 12 years in the government if I didn't feel this, such as something very strong, as it's important to me. Theatrical activity all over Brazil is very intense, always, because Brazil is quite diverse. Diversity is characteristic of our big country. And but actually in São Paulo and Rio, the main centers of dramaturgy in Brazil, São Paulo is a kind of vitrine, you know. We have almost 200 productions all at the same time. American musicals, we have a lot of very good production of musicals, but we have a lot of groups with different way. But now we are going back to the big texts, just like Miller and Moliere and all those modern dramatists, Brazilian and foreigners. And I think that it's a very good turning point. Russian theater is a model for us. Chekhov is a very important author for us. There's always someone doing Chekhov. And in Brazil. In January, I'll be doing the Chekhov, the Three Sisters, but in a different way. We'll have Three Sisters here, and then the backstage of Three Sisters here. The audience will be here, and the audience will be ready to. The public could pay twice to see the Three Sisters and to see the backstage. And they wrote a play about the backstage. Just talking about this, whatever is theater for us. That's very good defiance. Theater for me is just like breathing. I'm alive. I have 3 sons and a girl. 4. My elder son is a very good actor, Eduardo Mamberti, and Carlos is our producer. He's here with me, and he's also a director too. And I have Fabricio. He's a director and a very good producer too. And the girl is much more in administration, but administration for theater, for you know. Everybody's together. Fabricio has a daughter, 18 years old, and she's working on music. She's writing and she's singing and playing guitar. And she's going to study in Berlin now. My brother, he has 2 sons. Both of them, they are musicians too. His grandson is doing very well as a movie maker. All the family, the Mambertis, are in the same structure. My wife was an actress too, and even my children, they were raised in theater. Carlos' daughter, she's only 11 or 12. Every Saturday and Sunday, she spends with us. He likes to be on the backstage. So it's just like a family continuation.
Family passion.
Family passion, yeah, that. My parents, they said, I want you to be a diplomatic, because I spoke language. I'd still seen a society just like birds flying, but not they are not in the yes, and sometimes you get a little bit afraid of is that really will I be a good actor, will I be good in what I'm choosing to do? But there is no choice. You must be totally, this choice must be very strong. And it's not difficult because theaters embraces you. And it's a collective art. We are all together in theater. Directors, actors, people who are working with us. It's like a big family. And that's very good because we feel strong. And for me, there's no difference between life and theater. That's why when I was the Minister of Culture, in a way, it was part of my choice as an actor and as an artist to work for culture. Just like if I was in the stage. After 12 years, I said, no, I have to go back to stage. Exchange of energies and between you and the audience. And that make you stronger. When I came back from the Minister of Culture, I said, will the theater will receive me the same way? But when I began to rehearse, and I was in the stage, and I was with my colleagues, and I was feeling the same thing that we feel when we are in the stage and we are rehearsing, and then comes the opening, and your heart beats. Of 7 years, and we had a program in TV called Castelo Ratimbum, and I am the owner of this castle. And it's a fantastic production for children, really fantastic, because it speaks about everything, and I am the owner of this castle. When people meet me, they say, "Oh, Uncle Victor, you are part of my life. You are part of my childhood. Let me embrace you." So that's has been one of the most, when people come and say, you teach me something, and when I was a little boy, and you make me understand how life is, and how much important love is, and how much important arts are. You are part of my life. That's one of the most gratification you have as an artist, when someone comes in to you and say that you make part of his life. I think that's very good. Love is the most, it's just something, it's the most perfect expression of life. And theater is love too. That's love and passion. It's a way you really can make your emotions, compassion, love, and friendship, and solidarity. But love is something essential for everybody. I'm a person that moves by love. Russians and Brazilians, we are in love. We have a lot of love in our way of to express. Countries and people, they are much more mental cerebrate. Brazilians and you Russians, we move by heart. No? I think that's something we have very much in common. Ai, que saudades que eu tenho da aurora da minha vida, da minha infância querida, que os tempos não trazem mais.